DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Preeti Kaur. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. Voting underway for the second phase of India's general elections in 88 seats across 13 states and union territories. Prime Minister urges everyone, especially youth and women, to turn out in great numbers. India's Supreme Court rejects petition seeking 100% verification of electronic voting machines, votes with their voter verifiable paper audit trial slips. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken meets Chinese counterpart Wang Yi in Beijing, stresses on active diplomacy to avoid miscalculations. Wang Yi says the relationship has stabilized, but negative factors are building. NATO drills set to take place close to the Russian border in Finland today. Russia says exercise in close proximity to the Russian-Finnish border are provocative in nature. Let's begin by getting you the latest on the world's largest democratic election in India. Polling is underway for the second phase of India's parliamentary elections in 88 seats across 13 states and union territories. All the 20 seats of Kerala, 14 of the 28 seats in Karnataka, 13 seats in Rajasthan, 8 seats each in Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh, 7 in Madhya Pradesh, 5 each in Assam and Bihar, 3 seats each in Chhattisgarh and West Bengal, and 1 seat each in Manipur, Tripura and Jammu and Kashmir go to polls in this phase. Let's take a look at the polling percentage from some of the states where voting is underway. Voting is being held in all the 20 seats of Kerala. The state has recorded approximately 24% polling till 11 a.m. While in Tripura East, the average polling percentage has been recorded at 36.79% till 11 a.m. Second phase of voting is also underway in 8 seats of Uttar Pradesh, where voters look enthusiastic to exercise their franchise. Average polling has been recorded at 24.31% till 11 a.m. Voting is also being held in 13 seats of Rajasthan. The state has recorded around 28.88% polling till 11 a.m. Prime Minister Narendra Modi urged his fellow countrymen to participate in voting in record numbers. In a post on social media platform X, Prime Minister tweeted that high voter turnout strengthens our democracy. He especially urged the young voters and women voters to turn out in great numbers. He added that vote is our voice. Many prominent personalities from all walks of life came early to cast their votes. Congress MP and candidate from Thiruvananthapuram, Shashi Tharoor, cast his vote in the constituency. He is up against BJP candidate and Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar. BJP candidate from Bengaluru South constituency, Tejasvi Surya, cast his vote for the Lok Sabha polls. Congress has fielded Samuel Reddy opposite Tejasvi Surya. Karnataka is voting on 14 seats today in the second phase. Former Prime Minister and JDS President H.D. Devegowda also cast his vote in Karnataka's Hassan. Senior Congress leader and candidate from Bhagalpur, Ajit Sharma, his wife and his daughter Neha Sharma cast his vote in Bihar. Enthusiastic voters turned up to exercise their franchise. Madhya Pradesh Deputy Chief Minister Rajendra Shukla also cast his vote in Rewa. Union Minister and BJP candidate from Rajasthan's Jodhpur, Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, also cast his vote in his parliamentary constituency. BJP candidate from Amravati in Maharashtra, Navneet Rana, along with her husband, cast her vote. And women in large numbers came out in the early hours to cast their vote as polling for the second phase of India's general elections is underway. Senior citizens also participated enthusiastically in the Festival of Democracy. Taking it as their prime responsibility, many bridegrooms and brides also cast their vote before tying the celestial knot. Former Foreign Secretary Harshvardhan Shringla also participated in the Festival of Democracy and cast his vote in West Bengal's Darjeeling. Our correspondent Nandita Dagar is at a polling booth in Jammu Lok Sabha constituency where long queues of voters can be seen. She has filed this report from Jammu. Let's take a look.
Being seen all across the Jammu seat or the Jammu Lok Sabha constituency where we are at the polling booths 20, 21 and 22. People are making full use of the cool morning breeze and coming in to exercise their franchises. Old, young, disabled, first-time voters, we are seeing every kind of voter. More than 17 lakh voters in the Jammu seat will be casting their votes in favor of candidates here. The two main candidates being the BJP's Jugal Kishore Sharma and the Congress's Raman Bhalla. This polling seat consists of more than 2,400 polling stations where more than 158 are on the international border or line of control, and therefore there have been standard operating procedures which are in place in case there is shelling from across the border. Also, there are more than 666 voters in this constituency who are above the age of 100. There are 12 polling booths which are completely managed by women. With camera person PK in Jammu, this is Nandita Dagar for DD India.
All right, DD India's Dibyendu Mondal joins us from Bihar and Mark Lane joins us from West Bengal. Dibyendu, first coming over to you. You are there in Bihar. Polling is being held in 5 seats and 21.98% turnout has been recorded till 11 a.m. So slowly we see polling is picking up. Let us get more from you. What are you picking up from the ground? Because just a while back when we talked with you, there was a slump in the voting turnout.
Well, Preeti, that's absolutely right. The voting power seems to have picked up in some of the polling stations in the region where we are, which is near the Katihar as well as Purnia Lok Sabha constituencies. Over the last couple of hours, in fact over the last one and a half hour, we have been to a couple of booths in the rural areas of the Katihar Purnia Lok Sabha constituency, and one such polling booth is where I am currently. This is in the Katihar region. Across the road is Purnia and across the other side is Katihar Lok Sabha. So of course we have been witnessing over the last 40-45 minutes long queues of women especially who had come out to vote here in this particular polling station. When we spoke to some of the women, they said that in the morning they had to finish their household chores, after which they had decided to come here and cast their vote, which is why we had seen quite a long queue of the women voters who had come to cast their votes. Of course, almost a 22% of voting till 11 a.m. in Bihar seems impressive, and it seems that the voting percentage perhaps could increase when the voting closes this evening. So, of course, also that the Election Commission had decided to extend the voting timing could also lead to an increase in the number of voting percentage this time around, keeping in mind the heat and dust of this election season. Also, the temperatures have been rising here in Bihar, where I am currently, and in all other parts where all our colleagues are. So, of course, this will help many voters to come to the polling station in the evening hours when the temperatures are down. So, of course, this is a good move that had been taken by the Election Commission, and perhaps lead to an increase in the voting percentage. Voting is currently absolutely peaceful. There have been no issues so far that we have come to know from both the Purnia as well as the Katihar Lok Sabha constituency. Back to you, Preeti.
All right, Bindu, also a quick word on what are the prominent aspects of these 5 seats where polling is being held today. Let's talk more about the second phase of polling, the seats and the constituencies that are up for grabs this time in the second phase of polling.
Well, Preeti, see, the 5 seats in Bihar which is going to polls today is, of course, it's part of the Simanchal region. So these seats, all the 5 seats are being contested by the BJP allied JDU. On the other hand, the India alliances, both RJD as well as the Congress, are contesting these 5 seats in different places. Say, for example, in Kishanganj, it is the Congress, while in Purnia, it is the RJD. In Katihar, it is the Congress. Of course, it's a mix and match from the India alliances sector, but when we talk of the ND alliance, it's the JDU that is contesting all the 5 seats. So, of course, these 5 constituencies also have a significant number of minority population as well as OBC population. And remember, Preeti, Bihar has a caste and community plays a very significant role when it comes to electoral politics in the state of Bihar. So all the political parties had taken that into calculation and had fielded their candidates. Say, for example, in the Katihar constituency, it is Tariq Anwar, a long-term former MP of the Congress who had shifted to NCP back to Congress, is again contesting on a Congress ticket against the JDU's candidate Dulal Chandra Goswami. In the Kishanganj, it is a 2-time Congress MP. Remember, Kishanganj has about 70% of minority population and was the only seat in 2019 which the NDA had lost and the Congress had won. So, of course, he is seeking a re-election again from the Kishanganj seat. While on the other hand, in the Purnia, we are seeing and witnessing an interesting contest. It's a 3-corner fight this time around with the entry of Pappu Yadav as an independent candidate after he was denied a ticket by the Congress as well as the RJD. So he decided to contest independently. And what we gather over the last couple of days going through these constituencies is that Pappu Yadav has a significant number of voters and takers, perhaps amongst the youth and youth in this particular sector. Of course, remember, Pappu Yadav had been a dreaded criminal for a very long time in this particular region. But his image had turned into a Robin Hood image, after which his popularity had gained in this region. So, of course, all the seats will be interesting to watch and watch on the 4th of June when the election results are out.
Yes.
So, of course, especially the hot seat of Purnia. Yes, back to you, Preeti.
All right. We'll have to wait and watch for the results, which will be out on 4th of June. All right, Dibyendu, from here we turn focus to Mark Lane, who is joining us from Doordarshan in West Bengal, where polling is being held in 3 seats. 31.2% turnout has been recorded till 11 a.m. here. Mark, 31% voting, more than that in fact, is indeed not bad for the 3 seats in West Bengal. Can I get more from you as to what are you picking up from the ground? What is the enthusiasm level amongst the voters? What have been their reactions, their expectations when they come to vote? Let us hear more from you on the ground situation.
It's been brisk in all of them. We are currently at the Doordarshan railway station, which is an iconic centre, and we can see here that polling is quite brisk as well. I went to the polling booth inside, and I did see that out of registered 959 plus voters on this particular seat, polling booth. There are roughly about 300 who have already cast their vote at this time. So that is well over 30% right now. And if we could add, if we add one more, it would be about in 1 more hour. That's at 11 o'clock. And 12 o'clock, it should be another 7% or so. So polling is kind of brisk here in Darjeeling. It is also reasonably brisk, I suppose, in Balughat and Raiganj, because the polling percentage is similar in these places. Even though
Right, Mark, I'll interrupt you here.
temperature is quite...
Yes, there is a problem in the audio from your end. I'll interrupt you here. We'll try getting back again to you to get more on how the polling is progressing in West Bengal. But as of now, Dibyendu, thank you for joining in with those updates. Mark, we'll try coming back to you again to get more on the polling that is currently on in West Bengal. So that was about the polling scenario in different parts of the country. This is the second phase of polling that the country is witnessing today. Up next, we take a look at other election-related stories making it to the headlines from across India. The Supreme Court of India on Friday rejected pleas seeking cross-verification of the votes cast in electronic voting machines with voter-verifiable paper audit trial. The top court also rejected a return to the ballot paper system for elections. The court said it had elaborately discussed the protocols and technical aspects and had hence rejected the request for 100% verification of EVM votes with VVPAT slips. Notification for the fifth phase of India's general elections will be issued on Friday, allowing candidates to file their nomination forms for the 13 parliamentary constituencies. The fifth phase of Lok Sabha elections will be held on May 20th, with voters in 49 constituencies spread across 8 states casting their ballot to elect the new government. Renowned sand artist Doordarshan has crafted a spectacular sand display to raise voting awareness in the Indian state of Odisha. The sand art with the message, "My vote, my duty," is created at Eastern India's Puri beach ahead of the second phase of voting for the 18th general elections. We're heading for a short break. You're watching DD India Live, but after the break, Haiti transitional government takes power as gangs threaten to completely take over the capital. White House says Haiti making key step towards free elections. English Premier League defending champions Manchester City is on course to winning another title as it extends its unbeaten run in the league to 18 games. And as we celebrate the Festival of Democracy in India, the Election Commission has urged people to take family and friends along while going to the polling station.
Hype versus facts. In-depth news and analysis with experts who will help you decide why this election matters. DD India is the main election headquarters with numbers most accurate, data most reliable, and viewership across the platforms. Stay tuned to the Great Indian Election only on weekdays at 8:30 p.m. IST and 1500 hours GMT.
We just don't bring you the news as it unfolds. We get to the heart of the matter.
We don't just present facts, we demystify complex social, political and economic events.
We break stories that shape the world's present and future because you deserve the truth.
I am Tanvi Taneja from New Delhi.
I'm Ollie Barrett from London.
I'm Nick Harper from Washington, D.C.
Join us on DD.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching DD India Live and I'm Preeti. Let's get to international updates. China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi has asked the US not to interfere with China's internal affairs, while US Secretary of State Antony Blinken said that both the countries need to avoid miscalculations. Antony Blinken met with his Chinese counterpart Wang Yi in Beijing on Friday, where Wang Yi said that though China-US relationship has stabilized, negative forces are building and are sliding into conflict with the US. While US Secretary of State Antony Blinken said there is no substitute for face-to-face diplomacy, he hoped that US and China can make progress on agreements citing fentanyl, military-to-military ties and AI risks. Both the leaders met for talks across a range of complex issues, including deepening strains over China's backing of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. NATO exercises starting on April 26th in Finland and in close proximity to the Russian-Finnish border are provocative in nature, Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova said on Wednesday. Maria Zakharova in a statement said that the goal of the drill is to exert military pressure on the Russian Federation by demonstrating force. Zakharova warned that the drills increase the risk of possible military incidents. Haiti's Transition Council took power in a ceremony on Thursday, formalizing the resignation of former Prime Minister Ariel Henry. Ariel Henry announced his resignation in a letter dated April 24th and shared on social media on Thursday. Henry's Finance Minister, Michel Patrick Boisvert, is the interim Prime Minister. Boisvert will be the interim Prime Minister until the Transition Council appoints a new head of government, a cabinet and a provisional electoral council set to pave the way for an eventual vote. The White House has welcomed the swearing-in of a transitional governing council in Haiti, hailing it as a major progress towards holding elections. Bangladesh's weather department issued a countrywide fresh heat wave alert for the next 72 hours from Thursday morning. The heat wave condition has forced the authorities concerned to close all schools, madrasas and colleges till April 27th. Dhaka University authorities also announced to hold classes online due to the scorching heat. At least 10 people have died of suspected heat stroke in the last couple of days in different parts of Bangladesh. Naval Singh Parmar joins us from Dhaka to get us more. Naval, get us more on the current situation there. Though we tell our viewers that the alert has been sounded for 72 hours beginning Thursday, but let us get from you what is the current situation and also how has the Met Department predicted weather in the next few days?
Yes, Bangladesh is going through the heatwave conditions since last couple of days, and this is the third heatwave prediction by the Met Department of Bangladesh. Earlier on 19th and 22nd, Met Department of Bangladesh predict severe heatwave in some part of Bangladesh, and in other part it is heatwaves condition in Bangladesh. And due to that, the northern and northeastern as well as the northwestern and southwestern part of Bangladesh is experiencing severe heatwave condition, particularly the Khulna division, which is near to Indian border in West Bengal, and the Jessore near to Indian border, Jessore town experienced the highest temperature of this year, and it is 42.6 degrees Celsius. And it is 42.6 is very severe temperature considered to Bangladesh climatic condition. And the other part of Bangladesh also experiencing heatwave condition, and due to that, the children and elderly people are facing sunstroke, heat stroke, as well as dehydration and heatwave related the health condition. And in Khulna division, particularly, the health facility is not sufficient to accommodate the patient, and due to that, the many patients are taking medical treatment on the pavement or on corridor and the staircase. So that is the situation. The health department is not able to provide health facility to the people, particularly in Khulna. Medical hospital Khulna is overcrowded due to the patients. So this is the peculiar condition for Bangladesh because it is not known for the heat wave. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Naval Singh, for joining us with those details from Bangladesh. And from here we turn focus to sports now. English Premier League defending champions Manchester City is on course to win another title, just 1 point behind Arsenal. City scored another big win, defeating Brighton 4-0 on Thursday night, which is winless from their last 5 Premier League matches. And Indian citizens are overwhelmingly participating in the biggest festival of democracy. Everyone is taking their family and friends along to the polling station to exercise their franchise. All right, that's it in this edition of DD India Live, but let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from DD India and across the world on DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. Scan the QR code on the screen to download now. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Preeti Kaur signing off, and from all of us at in Delhi, thanks for watching DD India Live.